Get off the sidelines and take control of your financial future at www.tackletrading.com. Get in the game.
Hey everybody, this is Coach D with TackleTrading.com coming at you live. Wanted to go take a quick look at the scouting report. Scouting report has been kicking butt for your pro members. This thing is paying out like a champ. Gino's doing an amazing job with it. Last week's numbers are unreal if you look at it. So I wanted to take a moment and just walk through and look at a real quick candidate here, IBM, that Gino put out that I thought was pretty interesting. And what I love about the scouting report is the very specific entry, trigger, 160.80, exit if it goes above 164, target 155, risk, 3.2, and strategies to buy long puts with the trigger. So I thought I'd take a moment and show you a method to do that. I'm going to open up a virtual account and put in a bracket order into Thinkorswim. I'll do it in the paper account here, and just wanted to show you how that trade would look. So cracking open the Thinkorswim, and I wanted to go show you how to do a bracket order with their platform. Just using options. This is one way of putting in an order, not the only way of doing it, and it's a relatively simple way. So I'm going to come in here, and we look at the scouting report, and we're looking at triggering on IBM if it goes, and the strategy is these January 1, so the first week of January, 157.50 puts. So we're going to buy those if the stock dips below 160.80, exit if it goes above 164, target at 155, and I will go ahead and crack that open. So I'm going to go find the 157s, and I'm going to go right click. I'm going to go buy custom with an OCO bracket, and that's going to open up the entire ticket all at once. And to buy with confirmation, this is again a way of doing this. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make the bracket good till canceled. Second thing I'm going to do is change the entry order from a limit to a stop limit. And I'm going to use the limit pricing here to theorize what I'm going to be paying. The stock's currently trading at 162.17 based off the last traded price, and we're going to end up paying more for those options. And as I raise my limit price, you'll notice the expected IBM price down here. This is one of the coolest functions in Thinkorswim. It's theoretically giving me what the stock price would have to be in order for that premium. So I'm going to keep raising that up until I get to the trigger point, which was 160.80, and bam, that means I'm going to be paying approximately $1.53 for the options that are right now trading at $1.18. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the stop at $1.53. Now IBM's got penny increments on those options. You might have to on other stocks do nickels and dimes, but IBM's got 153. And I will set the limit at 155. So I'm going to give it a little bit of room to get filled on that. So 153 trigger, stop, meaning the trigger, will send in the limit, and it, in theory, would have to be trading at or below 160.71-ish for that to occur. Now, that's for the limit. The next thing we could do is set an order for the target, which was down at 155, which means I'm going to raise my price. I can watch that until my theoretical value gets to 155. I can keep raising that until I hit the 155 target, and there I am, 154.99 at $2.76, $2.75 does the trick. So right in there, we're good to go. Make that again good till canceled. So the order is, hey, sell when it gets to my price of $2.75 or better. And then for the stop order, if you're coming down here and it says, boy, that's got to go up to 163.71 to get to 55 cents, I'm going to go ahead and change this to a stop limit. And I work with the limit price, and I'll raise that up until it gets to 164. I'm going to lower that price down until it gets to 164. And there we are at 164. So 47 cents left in the option premium. So I'll set the stop at 47. And I won't sell it for less than 45. So this is a bracket order, and the instructions are again, hey, buy the option if it rises in price, and that'll occur in this case if the stock price has dropped below 160.80, which was the trigger. We'll buy the put option. We'll spend about $1.53 for it. If it hits our target, we'll sell it for $2.75, which means that the stock has dropped all the way down to 155. And if it goes up against us the wrong way, we're going to get out if it rises above 164. And it's all preset. Now, knowing that our entry is about 155 at the worst and exit at 145, that means you got about $1.10 risk. So if I did 2 contracts and I lock that all up, that means that my risk is going to be about $220. So I know that going in. Now that's all preset. I go ahead and hit confirm and send. It does a real quick recap of everything we got going on there. Order 1, buy 2 IBM weeklies, 155 stop limit. It's just recapping everything in there. I'm going to go ahead and send that in. And what you'll notice here is as I get to the chart, here's my entry. Boom. So this is the actual bracket order you can actually see on here. So let me zoom in on IBM here so we can kind of get in and see that. Okay, so if it's going down and breaking below 160.80, which is the trigger, that's the entry order, buy limit. If it then turned and ran against us, it would hit the stop. But it doesn't. That order doesn't exist unless the first one gets filled. And if it broke down and hit our target at 154, we'd exit. So this is the bracket over here. You can actually see the little chain link here, bracket. And when we point to that, you can see that. So this is kind of a pre-canned trade. The view here gets a little skewed, but kind of ballpark here. That's our entry, that's our target, and then to squeeze it down so I could see the target, I had to skew the candlesticks down to see it. But it's set it and forget it. So awesome trade on the scouting report. This is a method for order entry on a bracket order. There are other methods that we can use, and I'll come back and show you a few videos on those. So this is Coach D with Tackle Trading. Go scouting report, go Bulls, go Bears, tackletrading.com.
Isn't it time you got off the sidelines and tackled trading? Join our online community of active traders where we make it happen every day. Stocks, options, futures, and Forex at www.tackletrading.com. Get in the game.